Hi, today's Here's a Gizmo series of talks we're going to take a look at the Deek robot motor shield and how we can use it for our model railway layout. The reason I am using this shield to demonstrate it is I've used these in the past for a long time and had great success with them. Here you can see it on eBay with a UK seller for £10.99. You could of course use AliExpress to buy them cheaper direct from China if you wished. The motor shield on its own is not really much use, but when we connect it to an Arduino Uno or an Arduino Mega, we now get the potential to make a DCC-EX command station. There is one modification we need to make to this board to be able to use it with the Arduino. And here you can see we have to cut the trace wire on the back to the VIN connect. This is very important. This motor shield is capable of supplying a maximum of 2 amps per channel. There is an alternative motor shield available for DCC-EX that offers 5 amps per channel, but this retails at £64 a unit in the UK. This is excellent if you've got a large layout with many locomotives, but for me, I'm going to stick with the Deek robot motor shield for the experiments. To get hold of the DCC-EX software, we type into here DCC-EX and press enter. Here you'll see this comes up if you click here, and this takes you to the DCC-EX website. Now, if we then click on here, and what I'm going to suggest is we click here for the automated installer. This will then ask you to download it, and in my case I'm using a Windows machine, so I will click on save, and that will download to wherever I set it to do so. So here you can see the exe file in my download folder. So if I double click it, it will take a few seconds to start up and you will see this screen appear. We then need to click on Manage Arduino CLI, and then we get this section coming up. Now you might see something slightly different because I've already installed the Arduino CLI, but what they recommend is you refresh it anyway every week or so just to make sure everything is up to date. So if there's any new updates they've put in, it's well worth doing this anyway. So here you can see it's installing some internet libraries as well as some other board lists. So we'll just let that go through, and there you can see it's complete. You could add the expressive ESP32 if you like, but in this case I'm not going to. I'm going to now select my device. So it's now searching for my device, and here you can see it's found an Arduino Uno on COM port 5. So now we'll select the products to install. Then we can see we've got a number of choices. Now for today, all I'm going to do is install a DCC-EX command station. And here you can see the latest product release, and this is the one it's recommended, so I'm going to stick with that. Configure options on the next screen, keep that as it is. So let's go through this. Then here you can see we get a number of other choices. The main thing I'm going to look at here is we need to pick up our motor shield. Now in this case I'm using a standard motor shield. You've got disabled EEPROM support. At the moment I'm not going to be using it, so I'm not going to click on that, and I'm going to click on compile and load. So we get to this screen, and then let's go here, load. Now this will take a little while to do it, so I may pause the video. Here you can see it's telling us how much of the Arduino Uno's memory we are using, in this case 87% with 54% of the dynamic. And here you can see, congratulations, you now have a working DCC DCC-EX command station. So we can click on close. So here is the completed DCC-EX command station, and in this next part I will go into how we wire it up so that we can start running DCC ready locomotives.